My Gavanan Melanin, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Galadirthan, head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to the Northern Dúnedain campaign here in the heart of Eriador, as we reclaim lands that once belonged to our former kingdom of Arnor. Now, you join us as the Misty Mountains have been pressing on our eastern border, as I'm sure many of you have seen. Although we have been more than... we have met the challenge well, shall we say, and we fought them back off into the mountains. Although there is a threat to the north, Gazmog is heading for Litash, which has got a reasonable defence, but it is going to be somewhat of a battle to hold off the forces of the orcs there. And in the south, we are shoring up defences against Enedwaith, who recently declared war on Bree, but we chose to side with Bree, and so we're just waiting for the inevitable attack from Enedwaith, which will come, as we also try and prepare to defeat Dunland, as their last few towns border our realm now, and we have not yet been able to claim them. Gandalf, our greatest general and our current faction heir, resides in Fenestruin, our capital, building an army, and he will come south with said army to try and liberate the small village in the hills of Dunland to our right. It begins with a B. Oh, Litash, yes please. Byrig, there we are.
My lord.
Oh, we've got a spy moving in.
Approaching.
Gandalf will be the supplementary force to Morfinman, who, as you can see, is making his way to position himself in the forests to stand ready to assault Byrig. Enedwaith are moving into dangerous positions. My plan here is to send him. Calamir was moving to Northern Tharbad to block attacks coming from the south, but it looks as though he may be needed elsewhere. He is moving north to join the army that we had here with Finglin, who, as you can see, has claimed Karaskalanen because for some reason Lyndon left it completely rebel, and they didn't take it at all. So we have moved in to try and take that. What's the Dúnedain? Not very much. So we'll go to the library, and then we'll get a muster ground, as that's all we'll be able to train, and a ranger's hall. But the army from there, bar those, are going to come with us. Oh no, they're much more useful. We'll leave the lumbermen. Finglin is also heading east. He'll join up with the army of Anubinas, and then move on to Fornossarain and take what's left, or join up, sorry, with Haladan the Handsome. Built some good buildings. Litash got a military camp. Oh, the orcs thought better of attacking us. That's interesting. Making a lot of money. So I'll have that, and that. And what of Gandalf's army? The attacks of the Misty Mountains have forced the elves to actually do something, and there's been a few elven armies roaming around their lands for some time now.
Your orders, my lord.
Which is always good to see.
Yes. There is no glory.
Right, they can hide there until Gandalf arrives. In 2 turns, he'll be ready to join his brothers. Brothers!
Yes,
if you move into that southern one. We can't train anything apart from siege equipment, which is not useful in sieges at all. But we will take, what have we got in here? 2 units of archers, though they're smaller. We'll take a unit of the lumbermen, actually. Hold there just in case. Their only other way round is across that bridge and then all the way north past that bridge and then past Arag Thur, which is a very long way round. The other way is to head all the way back down to the very end of the river and unfortunately cross between Londare and Suduri. So they've got a choice to either walk through our lands or head a long way back through their own. Dunlarak, as you can see, desperately needs reinforcements, especially given that Chieftain Eldarion is currently there. Not a very tactical decision, not very tactically wise to have our faction leader there, but I also like to try and use the faction leaders in battle, because otherwise they lose authority and then your troops will desert and you'll get other problems like that. It looks as though even though Bree and I have made a stand against Enedwaith, their diplomats are attempting to bribe my towns. Delightful. As has been suggested on Total War Center, Somebody mentioned that the borders of the old Arnorian realms of Arthedain in the northwest, Cardlan in the south, and Ruadar in the north and east, that the units that relate to those regions don't really match up to the regions very well. And that's correct. The units were added in... Oh, Enedwaith are doing very well. Very well indeed. That means they must have taken a region from Bree. That's not good. But the regions were played around with and moved around and edited long after the units were originally added. So the regions were edited after the units were added. And they've just not been re-edited to assign back to how they should be.
My lord.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units get free upkeep here. So we shall be leaving behind 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no stake in leaving... oh, well, what's coming from over here, actually?
Yes,
1,
my
2,
lord.
3, 4, 5, 6, I suppose. No, we'll leave the
Your
archers in there
orders,
when
my
they get
lord.
there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do want to leave a full garrison so that we can link up with the other army. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that takes away a massive chunk of our army. Oh well.
Raise our
We can finally
banners!
slay
Your
Brathor, the
enemies lie defeated. To battle.
solid victory. Never going to lose that. And then they can
Victory! The enemy are crushed.
replenish while they wait.
Orders.
Oh, yes, we will take some Royal Guard. Thank you very much. In the time it takes this army to arrive.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Don't know what to do with those
Yes, my
126 archers then. Oh well. We'll worry about that later. Everybody's still moving about. Should now only be a single turn away from Gandalf's army to head south. I might go the same way actually and move into the lands of the Misty Mountains. Did we get trade rights with them? I can't remember. No, we didn't because we're not
Your
allied.
You have a proposition?
They don't want to be our allies. I can give you some money, I suppose. All I can give you at the moment is 258 though. I'll give you that for 16 turns. How does that sound?
No. A pleasure, noble sire.
Idiots!
Yes,
Look
my
at the
lord.
Dorwinian army there. Theodomir.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Map information, please, friend. Yes. Oh, look at him. He's 10 stars.
This seems quite
Absolutely
well,
storming
that seemed
it.
fruitful.
Ah, Dorwinian
Farewell.
aren't doing amazingly well though. Run are holding quite nicely. But our situation is turning dire in the south, which is why our armies are mustering and heading south. Oh, those cheeky... No, he is going that way.
I am a warrior, not a diplomat.
Oh, they took the downs. And that means Bree may soon follow suit.
My lord.
Damrod, are you my only spy? Yes, you are.
My lord.
You're going to be needed up here. Ah, but we've got a reinforcement army. Maybe we should make our presence known to Enedwaith before they can do too much damage. We'll do that. Once Finglin returns to Fornost, we will head south and we will start reclaiming land from Enedwaith. Better in our hands than in Bree's. And certainly better in our hands than in Enedwaith's. They will then swarm across our border.
I shall continue tomorrow.
But challenges are very welcome. It gets rather repetitive, rather easy, and rather dull if you just sweep across the land beating everyone that you see. I mean, we would still absolutely wipe the floor with Enedwaith because their troops are nowhere near as good as our
Hiding
own.
from the enemy.
But that's
Your
not the point.
orders, my lord.
You might as well... Well, I'll tell you what, well, screw it. Let's just disband you. We'll take those units. Thank you very much.
By your command.
As Finglin
Yes,
draws
my
ever
lord.
closer.
Making camp here.
Oh, Scolfin got a Dúnedain barracks. Oh yeah, it's got no... Take a leather worker. You might as well build everything actually, we've got the money. Who's up next? Dunland. Ah, yes please, military camp, and then a school. Oh yes, of course, the Dúnedain script whereby we can train other people's units. Apart from Rudar, this is the first time you lot will be
Your
seeing
orders,
it.
my lord.
We're going to move out of the Khazad-dûm's lands, otherwise they'll start to hate us. So move into those trees over there.
Yes. concealing the troops by your
Gandalf comes now. He's got a lot of siege equipment. We'll only leave those two behind. There's no sake in being cautious.
With honor, we shall continue to
Arnor and Rod is the first port of call for the enemy should they come. Just waiting for it to be more Dúnedain so that we can actually train units. What happened up here? Where did Gazmog... Oh, he's only moved over there. Look how many generals he's got. Good lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 generals. So many. He's got crossbowmen in that army. Why is he not attacking? He would really give this army a run for its money. Oh well. Still making a lot of money. 7,000 odd. Ah, we can train troops here. Finally. What have we got? 5 free upkeep at the minute. With 2 from that, so take all 3 of those, and then those 2 will just be disbanded, I suppose. Oh no, we can move them into the forts. Just have a unit in each fort. That would be worthwhile. Oh, Gobadine, aren't I on a mission to take Gobadine? Yes, that's what I sent you north for, wasn't it? Yes, yes, I remember now, Haladan.
My lord. Orders.
Take those with you.
To glory and a victorious day! We have marched our limit.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, I did that the wrong way round, didn't I?
Your orders, my
Idiot.
Your will. Yes. By your command. As
There we
you
are.
wish.
Yes, my lord.
We can go no further, my lord.
This is going to need a garrison. We can leave just 1 troop type there for now, and we'll worry about that later. Oh, example, we'll leave you, and you can go down and become the bodyguard. The guardians there.
Camp here.
Aragthur. We have to just be cautious. We don't want an attack. No, this is not. This has no increase. Curious. It's trying to build the Bridge of Tharbad, which it's not doing. Although that one is, which is very nice. So we'll take that off for now. We'll build that later. Alright, and another turn passes as all the pieces move into position. So, the moral of the story that I started back 10 minutes ago and then briefly immediately stopped talking about was that I do hope to rejig the borders so that Rudau units are more readily available, and they should be available in the Rudau regions. Cardland extends to Cardland, although Cardland won't cover all the way down to Enedwaith's lands, chiefly due to the fact that it's well attested that almost every Cardlani citizen who had Dúnedain blood was completely wiped out. Although we do have Cardlani units, so they fly in the face of that completely. So I just think it defeats the Dúnedain recruitment system if we let Cardland units come all the way down there. So whilst I'm aware that Cardland extended down there in its history, we won't use it that extensively.
Orders. As you wish. By your command.
Oh, and his army is prepared, and his army is prepared.
My lord. To battle, lads. Continuing tomorrow.
Alright,
Yes, my
Finglin,
lord.
you make your way south and begin claiming what has
We
been
can go
lost.
no further,
Where's
my lord.
Damrod gone?
My lord.
Where are they going now?
Approaching quiet.
I don't like this. I don't like them roaming around our lands like this. Oh, we can get 2 units of them. Yes, please. Use those as defensive units. Well, they've not attacked us there, which is...
Your
so
orders, my
whatever their plans are, they're still unknown to us.
With honor. We shall continue tomorrow.
Gandalf moving down to join with more
Yes, my
Finman,
lord.
and then we'll sweep Byrog away in onslaught. We'll bring troops from over here as well. And Dunland will be left with a single province. So yeah, and going to war with Enedwaith is so economically risky. It's going to take away our large monetary bonus that we have at the moment. Ah, and they are training. So you head to... One of you move further than the other one. No, you head to that fort. You head to that fort.
Yes, my lord. March to exhaustion, continuing later.
Nothing there. And then the turn again. More preparations. See, once that army is replenished in Litash, I would consider moving on Gazmog, clearing him, and then maybe even taking Gundabad. If we can extend in all directions, it'll be worth it. Also, when I do the rejig, Litash really should not have...
From our blind side, the cowards.
No, we're ambushing them. Look, your forces ambush an army of Dunland. Why did he just say that they were ambushing us? Huntsman. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's try and do it. I don't hold out that much hope that we'll be able to win this, I'm afraid. But it's too good an opportunity not to defeat this sizable army. Ah, the Dúnedain. The Woses. Garn Bury Garn. Everyone's favourite wild man. In relation to the writing at the base there.
Units, await my orders.
Alright. As you can see, this is how an ambush works if you've never ambushed an enemy. They always start in a marching line and then you start completely surrounding them. Now tactically, obviously you get a great advantage in that you can attack in many places at once. And you can attack immediately, but it also means that your line has to be spread like ridiculously thin, which can be a challenge. I don't really like ambushes. I lose a lot more troops in an ambush than I do in a plain battle, in a standard outfield fight. And quite a few of our units are archers, which doesn't help our cause. They've not got many archers, but they've got a lot of spear throwers, so we're going to want to charge them immediately to take them out. You're just normal spearmen. Javelin, and there they are. Line up there, please. Thank you very much. And who's that at the back? More javelin men. You lot line up there. Yeah, that'll do. And then we'll use these to try and punch through these two at the base. And then you two will be used to charge the nearest enemy and keep them off our archers, who aren't in a particularly amazing position there, actually. Yeah, that's a bit better. Small, compact. Right, let's do this. Charge through and hit the warband. You charge into them, and you charge into them. I don't know who's there, but there'll be someone there, and you charge into them. There we are. Outlaws! No match for the forces of the Dúnedain. Everybody attack something. Could charge up in the north. Or the south of the map when you look at it on that one. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Pretty much routed an enemy down there. And a crippling charge by the Arthedain Royals. Unfortunately, their cavalry has made it to our line. Our line's engaged there. How's it going up here? Very well indeed. You pull over there. You pull over there. We're going to flank. Ah, yeah, no. Yeah, you go over there as well. We shall flank the infantry units that are engaging. Royal Guard hit the cavalry. Ah, there's Dunherd champions. It's alright, Archer Fire's clearing them. Right, Dúnedain scouts. Hit the clan spearmen. Cardellani hit the outlaws. The units have attacked. We've killed 32%, that's not too bad. Yes, good charge, Cardland. They've broken them. Turn and face. Good charge from the cavalry as well, they've broken them. You hit them in the rear. You take down the beast slayers. Push through, Arthedain. As many of you engaging the Dunhead champions as you can. They're surrounding them. You guys hit there. And what's going on over here? They're fighting with their swords, but they're doing very well. But we want charging. Use you for charging. Thanks to the recent changes by Hummingbird, the Dúnedain bodyguards are now armor piercing, melee, and arrow fire. So they were meant to be armor piercing with their axes before, but upon scrutiny of the edain, we realised they didn't actually have the armor piercing trait for their axes. So that's been corrected. Beast slayers are actually very good against cavalry. As you can see, when they don't use a bow, they have a big two-handed spear. Ah, perfect. Ah, is the enemy routing? Like organised retreat, I think it is. Although I daren't call it organised because it's not really. We can speed it up now, though.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favour.
Excellent, excellent performance across the board. Catch as many of those clan spearmen as you can. You guys... Oh, the beast slayers haven't given up yet. Capture beast slayers. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're fighting someone over there. Oh, we lost a lot of them, didn't we? Someone is still fighting somewhere. Otherwise, this battle is over. Ah, the Dunhead. Anyone that can attack anyone, please do. Yes! 236 men lost, that's not too bad, but we didn't have many to begin with.
Victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Lost a third of our army, which is not too pleasing. Winner today, the Arthedain Royal Guards with 294. Solid performance by all three cavalry units, as you'd expect, and the men-at-arms. Beasts! Those men-at-arms are beasts! Formidable victory. Dunland's forces in Byrigg now completely crippled. I don't know what that expeditionary force was going out to do, though. Maybe they were heading to find us, and we ambushed them before they could find us, or maybe they were heading to i-estel with the hope of claiming that from the elves. Either way, their plans are now for naught. No, thank you. Faction announcements. Fornos has got a school, and Karaskalan has got a library. We got a new family member as well, didn't we? Began with an N or something. Let's see if they're a blood. If they're someone we would want. Good lord, we have so many family members you just don't even know. Scrolling down. Oh well. One of these is new. Just don't know which one. Ah, that one. Ningerthel. Oh, so it's a girl. Chief Neldarian's got a son, which is good though, but he's only 4 years old, so Gandalf continues to be the heir, and it will likely pass on to his adoptive grandchildren, Melon and Istian. Because of that ancillary mix-up, we can't use it to try and get our next heir. Damrod, what's the situation?
Approaching quietly.
Oh, well, at least Bree's still held. Oh, look at that. They've got nothing and they've got barely anything.
Your orders, my
oh, well.
lord.
Oh, we won't make our attack known until we're just outside.
We can go no further, my lord.
Other than that, we need to shore up our borders. Oh, that's a very risky position. I've got them on that bridge there. That does not look good at all. Train anything that you can. Indeed, I wonder if we can sneak these two into Arakthur before they notice.
We'll make camp here.
Southern Tharbad needs to be strong. Northern Tharbad needs to be strong. Neither of them are particularly strong. But the forces of Gandalf,
Yes,
once
my
they
lord.
have made it through,
With honor. Making camp.
Your orders,
met
my
up with
lord.
more Finmen. And that army can join up with the remnants of Dunlarak, and we can do a sweep into Enedwaith. If we take Barad Vin, that secures Southern Tharbad. And with Dunland only having their capital remaining, there won't be much of a threat. We'll get a spy to see what's going on there. We'll leave those Dunnish units in Dunland to govern us there.
Orders. Raise our banners.
No need to go bowling into that one.
Prepare
We'll
to
just hold them
assault
out.
the walls. We orders.
Get you into your fort.
As you wish.
As the troops are training. We'll get a full retinue. We'll just leave that there so that Khan Dum is also protected. Can't train any others there. More Vatarth. How long's it got? Oh, quite a while. Quite a while. But that will do it for this next instalment of the Northern Dúnedain. So it looks like it's certainly going to hot up. In the next video, Finglan will be
Yes, my
attacking Mengelin, and the war with Enedwaith will begin. Gobadrine will fall to the forces of Haladan the Handsome, and hopefully in the next video as well, he's only a
Your
few
orders,
turns
my
away,
lord.
we will see Gandalf take Byrig from the forces of Dunland. So a very exciting episode to come, but for this one has only been a little one of rebuilding, repairing, scouting and preparing for war. But as usual, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I am Arike Galadirthan, the modding head of Divide and Conquer. And do stay tuned for further continuation of Umbar, Dorwinion, Northern Dúnedain, and soon to come the Anduin campaign upon the completion of all of the faction overviews. But for now, I have been Arike Galadirthan. Thank you very much for watching, and until we speak again, dear friends, Nevar Neden Pedimad, Melunin, and farewell.